So today we already saw half of the things in last week, but I'm going to start it from the starting. So we are today I'm going to show you. We are going to see how what is bottom navigation and how it is working in Android. Okay. So bottom navigation is nothing but that is a view. We will place it in bottom of the screen with multiple icons to navigate switch between multiple screens, so we can easily switch between 2 to 5 screens in the bottom navigation. Okay, so that's why the bottom navigation is used. So you can see like the bottom navigation layout, you can see. So this is bottom navigation. It will be like this, 1 2 3. So whenever if you want, if you click the favorite, you will see the favorite screen over here in the top. Okay, so like that, this bottom one is bottom navigation. We can add like 4 to 5 items, and screens will be like 4 to 5 screens. You can switch over any multiple screens whenever you want. You can click it, just click it, and you can navigate it. Okay, that's what bottom navigation. So this is we can add icons and we can add text, everything. Okay. So how we can implement the bottom navigation in XML. So this is the XML code to bottom navigation. So we have a element directly in a XML called bottom navigation view. Okay, so we have to add this bottom navigation view directly in the XML first. Okay, um, once you added this bottom navigation view, we need so ID, parent, everything is good, but this one, so this menu is new. So menu is like whatever the item, how many items you need, how many elements you need inside in the bottom navigation, you have to add it in the menu. So menu I will show, we will see the menu next. Okay, so menus are like a XML separate file. So why we are using the menu is menu we will use to add the items for the bottom navigation or any uh, hamburger menu or something like that. So it will add only items, it will have only items, list of items it will have. So for only handling those items we are using this menu. Okay, so in the menu we can add like item, in the item ID, title, image, ID, title, image, ID, title, image. So like this you can add multiple times. Okay, so this is uh, in the Kotlin code. So how we can handle the each action. So whenever we are clicking any one of the home, any of the home or any search or any profile. Okay, whenever we are clicking any of the element, how it is work, it needs to work, we are going to do that in the Kotlin code. Okay, it's like bottom navigation. It's like if we need first we need to do
Any
what,
of the home.
find view by id. Using find view by id we need to do that. Okay, once we have
Right,
done
using find.
using the bind find view by id, after that we need to add this one, set on item listener. Then each one will load the fragment, which fragment needs to load. Okay, so
Okay.
whenever you are clicking any one of the element here, it will show you the fragment appropriate fragment which you connected like this. Okay, so the thing is where you will show the fragment. The fragment will replace the frame layout, which will be above the bottom navigation. Okay, the frame layout. This is the frame layout for entering the code in XML. So you have in the XML you have to add two things. One is this frame layout, another one is this bottom navigation. So whenever you are doing any action in the menu, it's like in the bottom navigation, which will show the different fragment in this frame layout. Okay,
Okay.
okay. So now let's see in the Android Studio how we can do that. Okay, okay. So first of all, this is a project which we have done already. So I already created. So you need to, what you need to do, you need to create a new resource file, layout resource file. I already created a layout resource file, the bottom navigation activity. Okay, so activity. once I created the activity, this is constraint layout, that is fine. Here we already saw in the this one, we need to add the bottom navigation and frame layout. This both needs to come in a this view. Okay, so I'll just add the frame layout first. Frame layout, parent, start of parent. Okay, id we need to give id. Okay, now I created a frame layout. Followed by frame layout, I'm going to create bottom navigation. Okay, so if you type bottom navigation, you can see here bottom navigation view. Okay, you need to open that one, bottom navigation view. ID. Bottom now. So this one, start to the start of parent, end to the end of parent, bottom to the bottom of parent, bottom to the it will be okay. Wrap content. Okay, so now if you see here in the design, you will see bottom navigation in the bottom and frame. This above one is a frame layout and bottom one is this one is a bottom navigation. Okay, so now we created a bottom navigation, but we already saw here we need to add the menu. So if you created a bottom navigation will have this menu. So we need to add this menu in the bottom navigation. Okay, so let's add the menu first. Menu. So menu, if you see in the inside resource we will have menu folder. If you are not having menu folder, you need to create. Right click on the menu resource, new directory, and you need to type menu. Okay, so this is how you need to create menu. Mostly you won't have menu when you create a project. So if you need menu, you need to right click on the resource, new directory. Okay, and you will get the menu here. Okay, once you get the menu, in the menu right click, new menu resource file. Okay, so once you create menu, so you have to give the name. It's like now I gave bottom nav menu, right? So you need to give the name and you need to click OK. Okay, then you will have this file. Okay, so this file I already created. So I'm going to add this one. Here we can add icon also. So let's see what icon we have. We have only close icon. So we can add icon using right click, new vector assets. So you can see here we have icon. So you can click this clip part, right? This click. If you click this, we will get mostly. What happened? Only 3 icons. Huh? Okay. Something is wrong. Okay, you can see now. Okay. Some problem is there. It's not loading all the images. Okay. Okay, we'll just take some image. Okay. I'll just take few 3-4 images. 3 images, just any random image. Random icons. vector assets. Okay, so this is home, right? Home, we can add icon like okay, so the same thing, icon. Okay, I'm going to, so we created a menu now. Using this menu name, we are going to add the menu in this place. Okay, menu dot bottom navigation. So you can see here we have the icon and name, icon name, icon name. You can see in the bottom right. Okay, so this is how the bottom navigation will looks like. But this doing this, it won't work. We have to integrate this in a Kotlin file. Okay, Kotlin file, then only it will work. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one activity. Right click, this one, bottom navigation activity. Okay, I'm just creating a bottom navigation activity, app compact activity. On create. Okay, in this on create, we will usually will do set r dot layout dot bottom navigation activity. Okay, so here we need to have, so this bottom navigation id and frame layout id. Okay, val fragment container. Okay, this is fragment container, val bottom navigation. So we have both bottom navigation and fragment container. Okay, so now what we are going, what we need to do is, we need, this is bottom navigation we are having. So whenever you are selecting any item in the bottom navigation, in the bottom of this bottom navigation, we need to show the screen based on that. Okay, so for those things we are going to here bottom navigation dot set on item select listener. Okay, so this one. So once you have it, so this item will have a parameter, so you need to return uh, true, return true or false. This is a return true or false, you can return true mostly. So this select listener will have a parameter, you can see listener. So this listener will have id when, okay, so that this
Yes.
it dot it is a menu, it is a menu id means this id, this first one id, home, my home profile says these ids will come here. So this it means it is a selected item, which item we are selecting, that item will come here, and id. Okay, so then id, after the id we need to give here r dot id dot what is the id here, home. Okay, so this is how it will be. Now we added all the IDs, right? So once we added all the IDs, what we need to do, we need to have a fragment. So we need to add this will, whatever, whenever you are clicking it will come here, but in this place we need to add the logic to open the fragment. Okay, I think we already learned about the fragment, how to open a fragment and all. Where we have a fragment here. Okay, counter fragment. This counter fragment will come from where? Okay, you can see here. Here you can see this is this is the way to open the fragment. We need to call the support fragment begin replace this one commit. Okay, so we are going to use this one in this place. Okay, so whenever we are here having here the fragment is, we don't have any fragment, right? So we are already using this counter fragment, but I am just going to create will create another one fragment for you. No, we can use the same counter fragment itself. I will use the same counter fragment. Okay.
我准备什么？我拉了拉了，拉了吗？哇，我准备什么？游戏准备动了。你告诉我。
Okay, same counter fragment, but how we are going to differentiate it? So the counter fragment is having something, some bundle, right? Counter and test. So we are sending the counter over here. So we will change the counter here. Okay. So whenever I am clicking this one, I'll change to this first one is 10. The second one is 15. The third one is 20. Okay. So now the bottom navigation click is ready. But the ID you need to give this ID, not that ID. Okay. So this is how bottom navigation works. So whenever you need to integrate frame layout, bottom navigation, and once you click the bottom navigation here, it needs to work. Okay. So you need to add the menu, then it will work. I will run the application and let's see how it is working. Okay.
Touch ID, touch ID. Yeah, that's the problem. Wait, can you give me a second?
Okay.
Okay.
What happened? You are talking to me? Okay, yeah. Let's wait for the application to run. Okay. Okay. So this is not that one. So we need to change that, right? So let's change. This is running our old application. We need to change here bottom navigation activity. Okay. So let's run this. Okay. So you can see here in the bottom. So I am clicking. It is moving. Whenever we are clicking any menu, you can see that, right? So this is home, the animation is coming, you can see the selected item, how you selected all those things. And if you click the profile, you can do that. And if you see the search, you can see that. But the difference we can't see in the top one. This is the fragment, only you can see only one screen, that is this one. Why it is? Let's see, let's go back and check Why it is not seeing? We can't. Okay, counter. Let's go back here. So we have a fragment container everywhere. Okay, whenever we are clicking home, profile, search, it is showing this counter fragment. It needs to take the argument counter and it need to test it here. Okay, let's open this. Okay, it needs to show here. Okay, yeah. So you can see here, if you notice, we have a counter. We added the data, but we didn't set this data to this counter. So we need to set counter fragment dot argument is equal to bundle. Okay, now we set the data in a bundle. So we need to set the add the bundle to this argument. Then only it will send to that screen. Okay. So let's see here. Let's rerun and check once. Okay, so you can see now this I checked the I clicked the home, you can see the counter 10. I clicked profile, you can see counter 15. Yeah, I clicked search, you can see the counter 20. Okay, so like this what will happen, we can add multiple fragments. Now I added only one fragment multiple times, like counter, like, so let's create one more fragment here. This is like profile. Profile fragment. Okay, so usually fragment we land already. Fragment should extend fragment. Okay, not this fragment. Here. So once you created a fragment, you need to add this on create view. Okay, okay, so we didn't have a profile fragment layout XML, so we need to create first of all. Once you do this on create, we have to add one more thing, on view created. Okay, that one also we will add here. Okay, so mostly we are not going to use that one. We are just going to create this profile fragment layout in the layout. Okay, just right click, resource folder, this one. Okay, now it is error is gone, we have the folder. I'm just going to create one, nothing, background color. I'll change to red. Okay, so I'm going to add this fragment in this place. file fragment. So I'll stop the application and run it again. Okay. Now you see here counter 10 when I am clicking profile, so it will go to profile fragment which we created now. You can do any designs in the profile fragment, any profile design, layout, forms, everything you can do. Okay, so it's just a fragment. You have to design everything here. You need to add it in the this one. Whatever the operations or logics or actions you need to do, you can do it. Okay, and you can do different fragment for each section, and like the same way you can click um, multiple items. You can click you can add two more items. Now I added only three, right? You can add two more items. Okay, in the bottom navigation you can add two more items. It will add on here. Okay, let me add two more items. Okay, profile search, notification, notification. This one should be. Okay, let me run it again once again. Give me a second. Okay, so you can see here, right? So now we have five items. I added the five menu. I added five menus, so you can have now five menu here. So this is first one, second one, third one, and you can add these things we didn't integrate, so it is showing the old one. When if you integrate with new files, you will have this. Okay, so you understand? You are listening? Hello? Okay, so you know what is bottom navigation? You understand that? You have any doubts in this one? Okay, so this is, yeah, you have no doubts. Okay, what do you mean for now? So you will ask me later. So this is the time you can ask me, right? Later, okay, that's up to you. But okay, so that is so. This is the today's section. Like so, you only with the bottom navigation. So you understand what is bottom navigation. So we are going to use this in this frame layout. We will add the fragments. Bottom navigation is nothing but it will have this menus. How many menus we are adding here? It will have the menus. 5. Currently we are having 5. You can have 4 also. So this menu will come from this menu app.menu, this menu file. So this menu file you need to create here inside menu folder. If you are not seeing menu folder, you need to create the menu folder by right click on the resource new directory, and you need to create a menu folder. If once you created a menu folder, you need to right click and new, you need to create menu resource. Okay, so then you will see this file. In this file, first one you see home, you see home of first one. You can see in the application that is first one is home, second one is profile. See in the application second one is profile. So like that. So how many items you are having in this menu, all the items it will show here. Okay, this menu you will add in the bottom navigation like this. Okay, so once you created the XML like this, you need to go to the activity. So this is our bottom navigation activity which we created, and we added the bottom navigation activity here. Okay, once it is done, so whenever we are clicking any item here, it needs to show something in this frame layout like fragment. So for that, so this is a set on item click. This bottom navigation we added as a find view by ID. Once you get that one, set on item listener we are adding. Okay, once we added the set on item listener, okay, set on item listener, so we will have the parameter. It will give one parameter for you, so that is called it. Okay, so this it is menu. This it is nothing but it's a menu. Okay, if you can see it's a menu item, it is menu item. In the menu item we are checking the item ID. Item ID means in the this is the menu, this menu item ID means this one. Okay, this item ID will pass in this place. Okay, so then we are checking this item ID is equal to this home or profile or search, like that. If it is home, we are opening the counter fragment. Any fragment you can create new fragment and you can add it here. So this is the common code for opening a fragment. You can see this code in everywhere. Okay, this support. So you can see here, you can see, okay, this is the common code for opening the fragment in this particular, this frame container is the frame layout over here in the XML. Okay, fragment container. In here, this one, it is this created one. Okay, you created your local fragment. Okay, if you see here home, we are passing different fragment and we are creating, it will show like this. So whenever I'm clicking home, it will show the counter fragment. So that's why this is coming from here. We are creating counter fragment. I am showing it. We are replacing the fragment with this frame layout with fragment. Okay. So whenever I am clicking profile, so this is profile. So whenever I am clicking profile, it will show this profile fragment which I created newly over here. Okay, that is nothing but that is only the background color is red. So you can add more element, more items. Okay, so that's what this belongs to. The same thing for the other search one, next one, like that, this one. So other two we didn't add it. If you want to add other two, you need to add here like r dot notification, like that, r dot id dot notification and r dot id dot message. Okay, so inside this you need to add something like this fragment. Okay, any new fragment you can create and you can add it. Okay, got it? Hello. Okay, okay, Aston. I think yeah, today this is the bottom navigation our class is about. So you don't have any, you have any questions, you can ask me. We have 5 minutes is there. No? Okay. Okay. Then try to finish the homework fast because you don't have time. Only teaching is my work. Learning is your work. You need to learn, then only you can complete the application. You are planning for doing the mobile application, right? End of this yeah, so you need to, if you need to complete that one, you have to learn fast. We have lot more to cover. Okay. Okay, Austin, I will upload this one also in YouTube, and you can find it in the playlist which you have already access to. Okay, you can access and you can repeat the video whenever you want. Okay. Okay, Austin, yeah, we'll see. Bye.